Can artificial intelligence actually help us save Earth from climate catastrophe? Or is it just another layer of smoke and mirrors in the big green tech show? Let's unpack that. No buzzwords, no overhype. Just real talk, real tools, and maybe a bit of uncomfortable honesty. Because when your planet's basically on fire, you want more than just clever code and recycled press releases, right? Let's be real. Climate change isn't creeping up on us anymore. It's already in the living room, tossing furniture around. Heat waves in Canada, droughts in Italy, floods in places that never used to flood. And the data? It's not looking great. NASA's global temperature charts are climbing like they're chasing a high score. CO2 levels? Hovering around 420 parts per million, a number that used to be science fiction. So where does AI fit into all this mess? Glad you asked. Let's not pretend AI is some climate superhero swooping in with a wind turbine for a cape, but it can crunch mountains of environmental data faster than any human. That matters. Take IBM's Green Horizons project in Beijing. They use AI to forecast pollution patterns, giving cities time to actually do something. Reroute traffic, shut down factories temporarily, even tweak public transit flows. Google's DeepMind cut energy usage in their data centers by nearly 40% using AI-based cooling optimizations. Not by adding new machines, just by thinking smarter with what they already had. That's what AI is really good at. Optimization. It's like hiring a hyperactive, slightly neurotic assistant who never sleeps and knows everything about everything. But only when you ask the right questions. Let's zoom in to the soil. Farmers aren't just out there guessing anymore. Platforms like John Deere's See and Spray use computer vision and machine learning to target individual weeds with pinpoint pesticide doses. Less waste, less runoff, healthier crops, more food. It's not just sci-fi for billion-dollar farms either. Startups like Plantix let small-scale farmers snap a picture of a diseased leaf and get instant AI-powered advice on what to do. It's kind of wild when you think about it. Your tomatoes get a personal assistant while you're still waiting on a doctor's appointment. Cities are heat traps. The concrete, the cars, the constant energy pull, they stew like a bowl of leftover curry on a hot day. But cities like Singapore are flipping the script using AI to predict heat zones, redirect airflow, and even guide urban planning. Like where to plant trees for maximum shade or how to reflect sunlight off buildings. It's not glamorous. It's not flashy, but it works. AI doesn't always need to solve the biggest problems. Sometimes it just needs to keep a few million people from sweating through their shirts every summer. Here's something most people don't think about. Our energy grids are dumb. Like 1980s dumb. They're not flexible. They can't think ahead. And when you try to plug in solar panels or wind farms, they get overwhelmed. But AI can turn that mess into a symphony. Companies like AutoGrid and Uptake use AI to predict energy demand, balance renewable inputs, and reduce blackouts. It's like turning a jittery drummer into a world-class conductor. And if we're ever going to switch to 100% renewables, we'll need a smart grid that can juggle sunshine, wind gusts, battery backups, and your neighbor's Tesla all at once. Of course there is. Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. AI itself uses energy. Training just one large model, like GPT, can emit as much CO2 as 5 cars in a year. So yeah, there's some irony here. The tech we're leaning on to fix the planet is, well, part of the problem. But that's not the full picture. Once trained, these models can run pretty efficiently. And as hardware gets better, chips from Graphcore, NVIDIA, Cerebras, the energy cost per task goes down. Still, it's a balancing act. You don't want to burn down a forest just to build a smarter tree counter. Let's not forget, algorithms don't plant trees. People do. The real power of AI isn't in its code, it's in how we use it. How policymakers, engineers, farmers, city planners, and yes, even TikTok creators come together. There's this amazing tool called Climate Trace. It uses satellite data and AI to track real-time emissions from anywhere in the world. It's open access, transparent, built by a coalition, not a corporation. And that matters, because climate change isn't a business problem. It's a people problem. AI can be part of the toolkit, but only if we actually use it like a tool, not a magic wand. Honestly, no doubt, but they can help us save it. AI isn't a miracle cure. It's a calculator, a sensor, a spotlight, a loudspeaker. It tells us what's happening, maybe what could happen, but it doesn't pull the levers. We do. We can use AI to spot illegal deforestation from satellites. We can use it to plan solar panel layouts on every school rooftop. We can use it to create digital twins of entire cities to simulate the impact of sea level rise before it actually floods your grandma's basement. But again, only if we care enough to ask the right questions. only if we're willing to act on the answers. By the way, not every AI for climate solution is legit. Plenty of companies slap a green label on their tech and call it sustainable because it feels nice. We've got to stay skeptical. Ask hard questions. Does the tool actually reduce emissions, or just move them somewhere else? Does it empower local communities or replace them with more screens? It's easy to fall in love with tech, but sometimes we've got to zoom out and ask, is this solving the root issue or just slapping glitter on it? Here's the thing, AI can't feel fear or urgency. It doesn't love polar bears or miss snowy winters, but we do. And that's why it's on us, not the machines, to decide what matters. To train the models, set the goals, and hold each other accountable when the algorithms spit out hard truths. So, if you're in tech, build tools that matter. If you're in policy, create space for innovation and accountability. If you're just a person trying to recycle and breathe clean air, you're part of the solution too. Because algorithms might guide us, but it's still humans who make the call. If this hit home or made you think twice, do me a favor, like share and hit that bell. Not because the algorithm needs it, but because maybe we do. Drop a comment. What's one real AI solution you think could actually help the climate crisis? Let's talk. Let's stay curious. And most importantly, let's stay human. See you in the next one.